The Modi government has notified the implementation of the Citizenship Amendment Act weeks before the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. The CAA was cleared by Parliament in December 2019. Now that the notification is issued, the government can grant citizenship to non-Muslim migrants from Bangladesh, Pakistan and Afghanistan who came to India before December 31st, 2014. In fact, Home Minister Amit Shah has also put out a tweet explaining the details of it, and basically this will essentially make eligible individuals who can now submit citizenship applications in a completely online mode, for which a web portal has been provided as well. What are the political implications of this big move as it is coming weeks ahead of the general elections? Let me bring in all the reporters who are joining us live. We have Vasudha joining me from the BJP headquarters in the national capital. Tanishq is joining me from Lucknow. Ratandeep from Guwahati. And Saurav Gupta is live with us from Kolkata. Saurav, coming to you first, the press conference that was done by Mamata Banerjee. Do you see a slight change in the tone from what we had heard 4 years ago?
Well, Mamata Banerjee, of course, retains her position on the CAA, coming out very strongly, attacking the BJP, saying that they will not allow CAA in the state. They will protest, raise their voice. This is something she said before, and she's further likely to state her position at a rally in Habra tomorrow. Now, I'll give you a little bit of context here. The context is that Habra is also in a place where Muthuas are in majority, and one of the major demands of the Muthua community in Bengal, which did vote for the BJP in 2019, was the CAA law. That has now come. Now, Mamata Banerjee's position on this has been that why do you need citizenship again? You already have an Aadhaar card, you already have voting rights, you already hold land holdings, you have land ownership. So what are you missing out on? What makes you feel that you're not a citizen? Don't let someone tell you that you're not a citizen. The BJP's Shantanu Thakur, who's one of the main Muthua faces, who's been at the forefront of this CAA demand, so to speak, has also spoken out today and said that there are two ways to it, because documents predating 1971 are being asked for passport verifications, and that is the law. So this is something that needs to go. So it's a very sensitive issue in Bengal. It's a border state. We have a lot of movement through a porous border. We have a lot of people coming in from Bangladesh. So it's a very, very sensitive issue here.
That's right. Ratandeep, there are protests expected tomorrow. How is the deployment being done by the state government?
That's right. In fact, protests have already started in bits and pieces in parts of Assam. However, the protests are not as vigorous as it was in 2019. Remember, in 2019, when the CAA was passed, Assam saw violent protests in which 5 youths died in police firing, and therefore the police is not taking any chances. Elaborate security arrangements have been made. Leaves of police personnel have been cancelled. That's what we are picking up from police headquarters. State DGP has been tweeting about High Court order that bans bunds to be called. So therefore the police is putting up warning, taking precautions. However, one has to understand that in Assam, the opposition to the CAA is on a different ground altogether than it was in other parts of the country. Particularly in Assam, the opposition parties as well as civil society groups like the All Assam Students Union, which spearheaded the anti-CAA protest in 2019, have been saying that the provisions of CAA dilutes the Assam Accord of 1985. Remember, in Assam Accord of 1985, the cutoff year for accepting immigrants as citizens of Assam is 1971, and that has been the cutoff even in Assam NRC, which also got completed in 2019 but was never notified. So therefore 19 lakh people's names don't figure in the NRC, and they're stuck in limbo. Now CAA has put this cutoff date to 2014, and that's the primary reason of concern. And in fact, the opposition and the civil society groups have now called for protest from tomorrow. We'll have to wait and watch how it picks up and what would be the response from the ruling BJP.
And Tanishq is where there were protests 4 years ago. in 2019, Tanishq, I'm sure there is a better deployment to ensure that it doesn't lead to any kind of flare-up. What are you picking up from Samajwadi Party?
Well, no official reaction right now from Samajwadi Party on this, but we will of course see a reaction coming from them very soon, because during 2019-20 they of course backed they of course supported the anti-CAA protests that were held in parts of Lucknow. In fact, I am standing at Ghantaghar right now. It is one of the most iconic locations of Lucknow, and this is where protests were held for a very long time. And after protesters moved from here, there were police camps that were put here, and till date the police camps continue to be here. Now, just as this notification comes of CA being implemented in the country, of course the police security the police has increased the security. DGP Prashant Kumar held a video conference a couple of days back with high-ranking officials of the police from all the districts, and of course there are flag marches in parts of Lucknow as well. So of course police security has increased in Lucknow and in other districts as well. In 2019, when the protests were held, the protests were held in 25 districts, including Lucknow and Kanpur, and there was violence reported in some of the districts as well. So of course the police at that time took a strict action, and more than case was registered against around 900 people. But against whom of course proceedings are going on. But as of now, the police has increased the security. Yes.
Yes. Okay. A quick sum up from you, Vasudha. Today is the CEC. The timing is very clear. The government will say that they are fulfilling their commitment of the manifesto of 2019. What kind of mobilization and campaign is the BJP planning? Will it be pan-India or likely to be focused in, Bengal in particular?
Well, Maria, I do see the notification of CAA rules radically, shifting the focus of 2024 political discourse, because it does put, secular politics in the dock again, because we've just had Pran Pratishtha ceremony happening, and you know how opposition parties have been very reluctant to be seen as, being portrayed as anti-Hindu. So there is a humanitarian angle to CAA also. Of course, there is a political angle, like Saurabh explained. The Namashudra or the SC community has been demanding this for years now. South Bengal is where they stay. Baroma is seen as their mother figure. Apart from that, there is also this global angle, and also, this whole projection of India as the Vishwaguru, as the patron and protector of Hindus across the world. And I think this is an ideological commitment for the BJP, or that is how it will, project it, because we've seen Triple Talaq bill being passed. We've also seen Pran Pratishtha, Ram Temple. We've seen UCC in Uttarakhand come up. So this is also the BJP trying to tell its supporters and also those who didn't vote for it that here is a party that cares for Hindus across the world, and of course will go to any extent to ensure that it fulfills on their promises. But of course implementation is key here, like Ratadeep also pointed out, that there are problems here. We've seen those issues, those fault lines even erupt with NRC, and I'm told that the government is taking care of it. It is having marathon meetings to ensure the implementation of this is foolproof. But as of now, it is politics that is going to take center stage.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us, Vasudha Venugopal, Ratandeep, Tanishq Punjabi and Saurabh Gupta. Appreciate your time. Thank you so much.